Yes, people, a very, very happy evening to all of you. Thank you so much for that low energy, but still my motivation is very high for today's class. So, guys, we are starting with a brand new topic today, which is applicability of accounting standard, which is chapter number 3. Now, you will be wondering, sir, last class chapter 1 over, sir. In sequence, chapter 2 should come, then only 3 should come. But there's a logic behind it. After chapter 1, if you do chapter 3 and then chapter 2, it'll make more sense. That's why I chose to start chapter 3, which is applicability of accounting standards. Now, I've prepared my own notes, which is a summary of the content given in your ICA material. It is a little bit complicated. Definitely, you have to go through ICA module. I don't say no, you have to go through. But initially, for our discussion's sake, I simplified the notes so that the understanding could be better. Now, in this chapter, what are we going to learn is basically on which entities accounting standard is applicable and on which entities Ind AS is applicable. Okay, not okay. So for that reason, I'll break down this class for this chapter in 2 parts. In class 1, we'll focus on the applicability of accounting standard for companies, which is corporates. In the next class, our discussion will be on applicability of accounting standards on non-corporates. 2 sessions. Okay, not okay. In today's class, what are we going to learn? Applicability of accounting standard for corporates, companies. In next class, my discussion is going to be on applicability of accounting standard for non-corporates. In that, amendment is come. So directly the new concept is what I'm going to take in the next class. Now, so in today's session, our discussion is going to be exclusively on applicability of accounting standard for companies. Which companies? Those companies which are engaged in commercial or industrial or business activities. Commercial and business activities are overlapping. Both are almost same. Understanding wise, it is almost same. Minute difference is there, but let's not go into that difference. Commercial and business activities both are same. What is commercial activity and business activity? Please tell me. If I'm into business of buying and selling laptop, I'm selling laptop in order to earn profit for my own self, for my business. What is my motive? Whether profit motive, correct? Profit motive. So my activity is what? Business activity, you can say, or even you can say this commercial activities for commercial purpose, correct? Now I'm doing coaching classes. I'm taking coaching classes for 11, 12, CA foundation, CA inter, CA final, correct? Can I say here the motive is again to make profit? Correct? Profit only. It's not a not-for-profit organization. I don't do charity. That's a different story. I do charity wherever required, but entire profit we don't do charity. Something goes in my pocket also. No. What? Something major thing goes in my pocket only. Correct? No. So this is a commercial motto. Business activity. It's a business activity. Got it? Not got it. If any businessman is into business of manufacturing jewelry, manufacturing laptop, right? What is that activity called as? Industrial activity. Purida. Again, motto is what? Profit only. Again, motto is what? Profit only. This profit goes to whom? Either the owners or it goes for the organization. Yes or no? Right? So we are talking about only those companies which are engaged in commercial or industrial or business activities. Can there be any companies where the motive can be non-commercial, non-industrial, non-business activities? Any companies possible? Yes. In Companies Act 2013, have you come across a section called as Section 8 companies? Section 8 companies, where did you study? Inter or foundation? Foundation you studied. Oh, genius people. Then you must be knowing what is Section 8 companies. Can somebody tell me? It's a not-for-profit organization. Very good. Not-for-profit organization. NGO. In foundation, we studied something called as NPO. We learned accounting for NPO. Correct, no? That is for non-corporates. Even corporates can form NGO. They can also have a not-for-profit organization where they have to register under Section 8 of Companies Act 2013. Got it, not got it? Their motto can be non-profit. But please understand, there are 2 types of organization. In the NGO, there are 2 types of organization. I'm talking about NGO. Section 8 companies is of 2 types. One company, what they do, Example, let's say in Chennai there is a flood, or in any city of the country, if there is a flood, there are a lot of NGOs who will become active. What they do? What do they do? They provide relief materials. They provide relief materials to the victims, affected because of the flood. So what they do is they will raise funds and use these funds for the purpose of that particular, what do you call it, for the particular object, the objective for which they're raising the funds. No, for that objective the money is being spent. So let's suppose they're getting lots of food materials. They procure the food materials and they supply the food materials 100% to the flood affected people. Or for this purpose, they may raise money. They may raise money. With that money, they'll buy the flood relief materials and they will contribute 100% for that purpose. So are there any commercial motive behind it? Kana? Mukund, is there any commercial motive behind it? Is there any business activity happening? Is there any industrial activity happening? No. In that case, this accounting standard will not be applicable. So accounting standard will not be applicable on those Section 8 companies. Accounting standard will not be applicable on those Section 8 companies where they are not making any kind of surplus. Whatever money they are getting, the same money, for what purpose they're getting, for the same purpose they're spending it. There's no commercial motive behind it. I got 100 rupees from you. For what purpose? Sir, donate this for flood relief purpose. For that purpose, I donated the money also. In this entire process, did I make any surplus? Am I going to enjoy this for myself or for my organization's development? Am I going to use that money for? No. So such organizations, do they need to comply with accounting standards? Not required. Not required. On the other hand, we have certain Section 8 companies who are NGO, who are not for profit organization. Ana, other business activities will be done. For example, old age home. Correct? No, it's an NGO which is helping the elderly people to survive. Now, these elderly people, some people could be creative. So what they will do, they'll make a lot of creative stuffs. And this creative products is sold in the market. These creative products are sold in the market. Whatever they manufacture or create, these elderly people, they sell it in the market. And that profit, they use it for the development of the NGO. That profit they're using for the development of the members. Got it? Not got it? Now, is that a commercial activity or not? Is that a business activity or not? Yes. Profit is not reaped by that entire, firm for their owners or trustees. It's not for them, but they're using it for the purpose of the NGO. Still the motor is what? Commercial motor is there, no? There we call it as not profit, we call it as surplus. In NGO or NPO, the surplus money that we make, we don't call that as profit. If income is more than expenditure, what do we call that as? Surplus. We don't call that as profit. So surplus is there, no? That surplus, you're going to use it for the betterment of the organization, for the members of the organization. You're going to benefit them. In that case, you are supposed to follow accounting standards for those organizations. Why? Because the intention is what? Commercial or business activity is happening. So any kind of business activity happens in the organization means that organization should compulsory follow accounting standards laid down by ICAI. Got it? Not got it? Got it? Not got it? Okay. Let me give you one example. Let's say I created one Section 8 company, right? My motto was to collect money from you and use it for the purpose for which I'm collecting the money for. Okay, wow. So I got, let's say, from different people, 10 lakh rupees. Now, I don't spend this money in one shot. This money, I'm going to split it or pay it in multiple parts over a period of, let's say, 2, 3, 4 months. Okay, wow. Now, the money which is there in my hand, I can't keep it idle, no. As a prudent person, I will not keep the money idle. So what did I choose to do? I deposited that money in the bank, fixed deposit, for fixed deposit purpose. Now the question is, the interest that you're earning on that, that interest is commercial motive, business activity or not? If that interest, you're again using it for that purpose only, for which you've bought the money, for that purpose you're using Apnina, then it is not a commercial motive. But that interest, you can use it for whatever purpose you want. For the organization, any purpose for the organization Apnina, then it becomes a commercial motive. So in that case, you have to follow AS. Your organization is supposed to follow AS. Got it? Not got it? So confusion will come where? Only in case of NGOs and NPO. Because apart from NGO and NPO, all the organizations do business or some commercial activity or some industrial activity. So avanga kandipa by default, they have to follow AS. The question that comes into picture is that NGO, Section 8 companies, they should follow AS or not? That is a big question mark. That I gave a clarity. Do you have any problem in that? Any difficulty in that? Online people, are you all comfortable with what I said? Please tell me. Okay, let's read this point. Enterprise to which accounting standards apply. Is this clear to all of you? Accounting standard apply in respect of any enterprise, whether organized in corporate or cooperative or other forms. Engaged in, this enterprise is engaged in commercial, industrial or business activity, whether or not profit oriented. Whether it is profit oriented, that is my example. Not profit oriented, which is example of NGO. If NPO is engaged in any commercial or industrial or business activity, that enterprise has to apply accounting standard. That enterprise has to apply accounting standard. And even if the established for charitable or religious purpose. So I'm starting an NGO under Section 8 company, because today's discussion is fully about companies. Today's discussion is fully about companies. So I'm not talking about trust here. I'm not talking about society here. I'm talking about Section 8 companies. Section 8 companies engaged in charitable and religious purposes. I've created one Section 8 companies. Under that, I'm running a temple. In that temple, can I say I'll get n number of donations? Correct or not? That donation will be used for the betterment of the temple, for this purpose, that purpose. Obviously, I will use it for the objective for which that organization is created or the company is created. Ana, commercial motive is there, no? In that, something I'll sell also. If you see in so many big temples, no? Inside the temple premises, they have small shops. Those shopkeepers sell. So now some shops are owned by the temple itself. So directly the product what they sell is commercial motto, business motto. Or they'll give that premises on rent, small shops on rent to the shopkeeper. So that rent is what motto? Commercial motto. That is commercial motto. So if even you're running a charitable organization, you can't say, since I'm a charitable organization, I will, the AS will not be followed by me. No, you have to follow AS, because somewhere little bit of also commercial motto comes. Little bit of commercial or business or industrial activity vandirchu appadina, you have to follow accounting standard. You have to apply accounting standards while preparing the financial statement. You can't say that, no, since I'm running a charitable organization, I will not follow accounting standards. Like that, you can't say. Got it, not got it. If you're having a charitable organization or religious purpose, where there is no commercial motto, no industrial motto, no business activity, nothing, if you prove that, then you need not apply AS. You need not follow accounting standards. Got it, not got it. Open your mouth and respond. Accounting standards, however, do not apply to enterprise solely carrying on the activity which are not commercial. So accounting standard does not apply to whom? Who are not of commercial nature, not industrial, nor business nature. Example for that is what? An activity of collecting donation and giving them to flood affected people. This example only I gave you. I collected 100 rupees. I gave 100 rupees as it is for the flood affected people. In this, did I make any profit? If I collect 100 rupees and pay 90 apnina, 10 is my profit. Then that is commercial motive. Whatever money I collected as it is, I spent that for the purpose for which I collected. No, for that purpose I spent it. In that case, will you call that as commercial activity or business activity or industrial activity? No. So your organization, will they apply AS? No. Exclusion of an enterprise from the applicability of accounting standard would be permissible only if no part of the activity of such enterprise is commercial, industrial or business in nature. ICA says that I will exclude you. I'll give exclusion from the applicability of AS, which means on your entity, we will not apply accounting standard only if no part of such activity. If a charitable organization has got many activity, no, none of your activity should be commercial, industrial, business. You're having 100 activity, let's suppose. In that, 99 activity are non-commercial. One activity is commercial. One activity is commercial. Gone. You have to apply AS. For you not to apply AS, all the 100 activities should be what? Non-commercial, non-industrial, non-business in nature. Then no AS. Everything non means AS also no. Any one activity also is commercial or industrial or business aptina, confirm AS has to be applied. Even if a very small portion of the activity of an enterprise were considered to be commercial, even small part of the activity is commercial aptina or industrial or business in nature, it means accounting standard would apply to all its activity, including those which are not commercial. So out of 100 activities, one activity is commercial. Remaining 99 activity, no commercial. So one activity became commercial, no? Then you have to apply AS for all the 100 activities. So all the 100 activities that you account for, for money coming in, going out, asset liability. For everything, you have to apply accounting standards. Got it? Not got it? No response. I'm going. Bye. I'm going home today. Bye. I've turned my chair. I'm about to go. Okay, not okay? Okay for answer or to go? Answer go. Okay. Okay. Online people. Oh, I'll go. You're okay with that? Okay for answer. Be clear. Okay, right. Now coming back. Meaning of commercial, industrial, or business activity. Accounting standards apply to any enterprise doing business, commercial, or industrial activity, whether they are profit making or non profit making. Accounting standard does not apply to when if entity is only non-business activity, that is just collecting donations, distributing for relief purpose, pure charity, then AS will not apply. Short and sweet, I mentioned. Sir, before exams, do we need to read this or not? Before exams, not required. If you've done adequate revisions now, let's say this month, we are in which month right now? April, May, June, July. You've done almost 5 to 6 times this paragraph is read, understood properly. Will you forget this point? No. One day before the exam, do you need to remember? Not required. Got it? Not got it. But in this particular paragraph, if you have any doubts or any points which you feel that it's important, I have to remember during the exam, Apdina, you can take and highlight it. Okay, not okay. Got it? Not got it. Okay. If you want, let me know. What I'm planning is a concise version of this. If you want, I can put a note here also. Little bit I can elaborate and also give it. Is that okay to all of you? Clear? No? Chalo, great. Now we'll talk about what are the criteria laid down for the applicability of accounting standards. There are some criteria that has been laid down for the applicability of accounting standards and Ind AS. Okay. Now, for our convenience, whose convenience? Our convenience, I have categorized these things into 3 categories. Who has categorized? I have categorized under 3 categories. I'm giving him a name to it so that our discussion point, reference point becomes easy. Now I'm categorizing all this into 3 types. One is called as small companies. Second, I'll call it as big companies. Third, I'll call it as super big companies. The word super big company and big company is not given anywhere in your accounting standards. Nowhere in your ICA module. This I've created only for our point of reference. So I'm categorizing companies under how many category? 3 category. One is small category. Second is big category. Third is super big category. When I talk about small includes medium also. So we are talking about small and medium companies. Small and medium companies. Okay, not okay? Again, I'm asking one more time to all of you. We are classifying companies into how many types? 3 types. One is small. Second is big. Third is super big. I can't say small, medium, big. It'll be wrong. Because with small, what is coming? Medium is coming. So big is separate. And apart from big company, we have something called as super big company. Okay, not okay? So first I'll discuss with all of you super big companies. Super big companies are those companies on which Ind AS is applied. Super big companies are those companies on which Ind AS is applied. Now you would be wondering that who are super big companies? Now that criteria has been laid down, which I'm going to discuss. My question to all of you. What is the procedure for issuing accounting standard or Ind AS on companies? We discussed in chapter 1. First step is the Accounting Standard Board of ICAI will identify the problematic areas which requires accounting solutions, where we need accounting solutions or accounting standards. Okay, wow. That problem they will take it and give it to the study groups for doing all the research. Study group will prepare what? Preliminary draft, shortly and sweetly called as PD. Correct? In the PD, they will talk about what is the objective of this AS. In this AS, they'll mention the scope, what is covered in this and what is not covered. In this, they'll use a lot of terminology. So they'll give explanations for those terminology. Correct? And they will try to cover 4 aspects of the accounting standards, which is recognition aspect, measurement aspect, presentation aspect, disclosure aspect. Will all the AS cover all the 4 aspects? Not necessary. Some AS will have all the 4 aspects. Some will have 3 aspects. Some will have 2 aspects. Some may have only 1 aspect also. So depending on what is the problematic area, what solution is required, according to that, the standard has been developed. Okay. So this PD, how it looks like, it comes like this. I'll just show any one random, I'll show it. This is your original accounting standard, which is approved by ICAI. Before approval, see, objective, can you see? Objective is there, scope is there, definition is there. This is finalized one. Same copy before finalizing, it is called as PD. This is called as PD. Now this PD, what they do, people? This PD, what they do? The study group will hand over the PD to the other members of the ASB. ASB has got multiple members. Apart from Institute's council member, we have representatives of various regulatory bodies, industry bodies, government bodies, etc., etc. Their representative will be there. So we will consult with them. Look, boss, based on the problematic area, this is the solution that we have come out. Okay or not okay? Please confirm. So they will go through and give any feedback required. If they give feedback, we will incorporate them. Once it is incorporated with PD, once the feedback is incorporated, what that PD becomes into? ED. ED stands for exposure draft. Exposure draft. This exposure draft is handed over to the public for public comments. So in public, who will come? Practicing CAs, teachers like us, students like you. Now you become pro, no? If not now, maybe next few months you'll become pro in accounting standards. Your understanding will be much better than the person who's there in CA Foundation 11th and 12th. Do you agree with me? Correct? No. Now let's talk about your CA final friends, seniors. Their understanding also is very good right now. Imagine those who have completed studying FR. FR, they got completely finished, over. Now they have the proper mindset. What is pending? Exam is only pending. Now let's suppose today, the ICA is releasing one exposure draft on one particular accounting standard in days. Can I say that final student is capable? If he is intelligent or she is intelligent, can I say they are capable of giving the inputs? Yes. So for all those type of people, the comments are invited as public comments. Now in the exposure draft, public comments are incorporated. If it is relevant, then what happens? ICAI will finally approve the exposure draft. After the public comments, ICAI will go through and give the final nod. Okay, this is the ICAI, this is the standard that we will issue. And they will recommend this to whom? MCA. Now MCA, what they will do is they'll go through. Who will go through on behalf of MCA? NFRA. So MCA will consult with NFRA whether this is okay or not okay. So if NFRA gives any recommendation of Dina, that will be again passed on to the ICAI. Accordingly, modifications will be made. And finally, if all the modifications are over up Dina, MCA will notify that. Only after notification, it is applicable on the corporates. Now, my question to all of you, let's suppose I'm a super big company. If I want to see which ASS is applicable to me, Ind AS or AS, or where it is notified by MC, where will I go and check? So Ind AS, the notification is found in Companies Ind AS Rule 2015. If I want to check for the notification of Ind AS on corporates, I have to go and check Companies Ind AS Rule 2015. Will you forget this? No. If I want to check the notification for Accounting Standard on corporates, where will I go and check? In Companies Accounting Standard Rule 2021. These places, the notification can be found. Okay, not okay. Okay, not okay. No energy again. No motivation. I'll tell you one thing very clearly. If you keep me happy, motivated, right? Super class. You will get one data where you will not even get in any other place. That much information I'll give you. On the other end, if there is no motivation, what you can do? Oh, அவங்களுக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இல்லை, நான் எதுக்கு இவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டு தொண்டையெல்லாம் வலிச்சுட்டு வைக்கணும்? ஷார்ட்கட்ல முடிச்சு போயிடுவேன். What do you want? Shortcut or in-depth discussion? No energy for this also. In-depth discussion. So for in-depth discussion, what do I need? Motivation, participation, all I want. Okay, not okay? Okay. Now, who are super big companies? Three criteria have laid down. If in this any three, one you are satisfying Abdina, you are a super big company. Okay, not okay? First criteria, based on the listing status. What is it saying? Any company whose securities, what is the meaning of securities? Shares, bond, debentures. If you go and see the act, the meaning of securities is very big, right? So securities, in short, if I have to say, includes shares, bond, debentures. Any company whose securities are listed. What is the meaning of listing? Where to be listed? Sir, in my website, website. In Kalpavriksha Academy website, it should be listed. No. ICS website, it should be listed. No, where? Oh my God. People didn't say stock exchange. People recognize the stock exchange. Oh my God. Any companies whose shares, stocks, bonds, whatever you say, are listed in the stock exchange. Listed in the stock exchange, whether recognized or not. Whether recognized or not. Listed on the stock exchange. Apnina, you are super big company. Can you give me examples of those companies whose shares are listed on stock exchange? MRF, very good. What I'm sure, since he said MRF, I'm curious to know why MRF? Oldest company. But Tata alla new, eh? Or MRF bat you like, so you said MRF. All if you know MRF bat doesn't come. MRF bat will not come. MRF ka branding is stuck on the bat. Got it, not got it. Now, why I'm curious about MRF, you know, can you please take your phone and surf? What is MRF, the stock price? Oh, all of you buy. Oh my God. 1,50,000, you know already. அப்படி சும்மா அடிச்சு விட்டியா 1,50,000 சொல்லிட்டு நீ அடிச்சு விடுறதுக்கு வந்து 1 lakh எப்படி சொல்ற நீ வந்து 10,000 கூட சொல்லியிருக்கலாம். Why did you say 1,50,000? Can you Google and see what is the stock price of MRF? Just Google and see, no, stock price of MRF. அடிச்சு பாருங்க. But still இன்னைக்கு என்ன ரேட் இருக்கு? 1,26,000. No, market fell, at least this is little bit come down. Otherwise it is 1.5 lakh rupees. One share if you have to buy means 1.5 lakh rupees. Oh my God. For today, for a second, forget your dinner. Don't forget MRF ka price. Right? Now, lovely, like I said, MRF listed company. 100% they have to follow Ind AS. Any other companies can you talk about? ITC, very good. Reliance Limited, abroad. TCS. You go to the stock market app, that is Zero, what is that? Grow, so many apps are there, no? You see every company which is listed, all are following Ind AS, blindly Ind AS. Kalpavriksha Academy Limited. Imagine I'm listed. Don't believe? I said imagine. Imagine I'm listed appadina. What should I follow? Ind AS. All the listed companies should follow Ind AS. Or those in the process of listing. Those in the process of listing. In the process of listing. Can you tell me one company, very famous company, the product of which we almost use in our daily life is in the process of listing? I'm not sure. Boat, I'm not sure. Are they in the, I think boat is in the process of listing. Okay. Anything else? Milky Mist. Milky Mist. What do we get from Milky Mist? Paneer. Dairy products are there. Abro? Ice cream is there. Very good. Correct, no? So, Milky Mist is in the process of listing. So, any company who's in the process of listing. See, if I want to list my company means, one fine morning I'll decide, okay, I want to list Aptina. Chuma, it doesn't happen. It's a huge process that we have to follow. Then listing will happen after several months and years. So, you may be in process of listing. So, if your process of listing is beginning Aptina, you have to start following Ind AS. So companies who are already listed or who are in the process of listing will all follow Ind AS, except two companies, rather two types of companies. If you are a banking company or an insurance company, if you're a banking company or insurance company, for you Ind AS will not be applied. You have to prepare the financial statement as per RBI and IRDA respectively. Got it, not got it? Can you give me example of banking companies? HDFC, very good. SBI. எல்லா ஷேர்ஸ்ல இருக்கு, எல்லாமே ஸ்டாக்ஸ் லிஸ்டட். Go to that application and check HDFC share price, ICICI Bank share price, Axis Bank, Kotak Bank, SBI, Karur Vysya Bank. All these banks are listed banks. All these are listed banks. Their shares are listed in the stock exchange. Insurance, Niva Bupa. Niva Bupa. Earlier it was called as Max Bupa. Now it is called as Niva Bupa. Like that, there are certain companies which are listed insurance. Correct. So they cannot apply Ind AS. They are yet to be notified for the applicability of Ind AS. Got it, not got it? Got it, not got it? Okay. Note. No need to check net worth for these companies. Adavade, to come to point number 3, they will talk about if your net worth is beyond this amount, Apnina, you have to apply Ind AS. For listed companies or those companies which are in process of listing, no need to check net worth. Even if your net worth is 1 rupee also, since they are listed, they have to follow Ind AS. That's a different story. Net worth of listed company cannot be 1 rupee. But I'm just telling you emotionally. So here, when you see the first point, will you check their net worth? No. What will you check? Listing status. Listing status. Got it, not got it. So all the companies whose securities are either listed or in the process of listing will be applying Ind AS, excluding banking companies and insurance companies. Got it, not got it. Got it, not got it. Nobody's telling it. I'm going. Bye. Oh. Okay. I'm not going. Okay. Next, bank, financial institutions, and insurance company. Bank means banking company. Financial institution means those who are into providing finances other than banks. For example, NBFCs or insurance company. So banking and insurance listed companies are not required to apply Ind AS. Same point I mentioned here. Again, one more time, because second point talks about bank and FIs and insurance company. So I thought I'll apply this point one more time here so that it will be clear. Got it, not got it? Okay, not okay? Tell me. Okay. So for super big companies, can I say I discussed only one point so far? Listing status. Next point is net worth. Second point is net worth. Okay, not okay? There is a formula to calculate net worth, which I'm not going into depth. Net worth means summa at your level means shareholders funds. Shareholders funds. About shareholders funds, we have studied in depth in 12th standard and foundation both. Got it, not got it? So net worth, all of you know, or turnover. So for Ind AS applicable companies, you will not see turnover. Then why did I put turnover? Because this point is common for big company and small company also. So for big company and small company, I look into turnover criteria. Whereas for super big companies, I look into net worth criteria. Got it, not got it? Super big company means what should come to your focus? Only net worth. Will turnover come into your focus? No. But when I talk about big companies and small companies, what will come into picture? Turnover. What is irrelevant? Net worth is irrelevant. What is relevant? Turnover is relevant. For super big companies, what is relevant? Net worth is relevant. What is irrelevant? Turnover is irrelevant. Any problem? No problem. Now look at this very clearly. Companies other than above. Now tell me one thing. I'm talking about super big companies. Companies I'm classifying into two categories. Okay, wow. One is listed. Second is unlisted. In listed, we have two types. Banking company listed or insurance company listed. Second is other company. Other company ka example is you said TCS, Wipro, Reliance, etc. etc. Here it is HDFC Bank, Niva Bupa, insurance company. Okay, not okay? LIC, fine. Unlisted also we have two types. Banking companies unlisted. That is different story, that it doesn't happen, but still okay. Insurance company and financial institutions. And then comes other companies. Example of other companies: KVA Limited, Kalpavriksh Academy Limited. Limited. Okay, not okay? Okay, not okay? Next, FFLA Private Limited. Private Limited. Okay, not okay? SPJ OPC. OPC stands for one person companies. Got it, not got it? Got it, not got it? Now, either other companies irka. Apart from this, do you have any other companies? Section 8 is there. That leave it. Apart from this, any other category? No. Now, please tell me. First point spoke about listed. So can I say all the listed means other companies? What will apply? Ind AS will apply. Therefore, on the banking companies and the insurance company, what will you follow? What applies on them? You don't know anything as of now, but I'm telling you it is AS. You will follow AS. Got it, not got it? Is it clear? Now, apart from listing company, what is the language saying? Companies other than above. Above what is covered? Listed companies covered. So other than above, what is covered? Unlisted. All the unlisted company. Companies other than above means unlisted companies plus NBFCs. Plus NBFCs. Non-banking financial corporations. Got it, not got it? For these people, now you have to check their net worth. Based on their net worth, you will decide whether they are super big companies or big companies or small companies. Got it? Not got it? Now, for NBFCs or CA.Prathik Academy Limited, which is unlisted public company. Limited means what? Public company, but unlisted. Or FFLA Private Limited or SPJ 1% company. For this organization to be called as super big company, Sunita, idella super big company call pannu na sonna. The net worth of such companies, that is shareholders fund, should be more than or equal to 250 crore. More than or equal to 250 crore. Okay, not okay. This is the present limit. But when Ind AS came, no, in the phased manner, this limit was earlier 500 crores. I'll be discussing that probably not in today's class. In the next class, I'll discuss about the roadmap of implementation of Ind AS. So in the Ind AS was implemented in the first phase. For what type of companies Ind AS was made applicable. Then in phase 2, what was made applicable, that I'll discuss separately. Let me first discuss this with all of you. This is present scenario, today's scenario. Today, if my company's net worth is crossing, today is what? 4/4/2026. Today, if my company's net worth is crossing 250 crores, it is 250 crores and above, I have to start applying Ind AS. I have to start applying Ind AS. Now, the question is from when, that I'll discuss. I'm going to discuss the time period of when the Ind AS will be applied. But I have to start following Ind AS. So to check on my company whether Ind AS is applied or not, what factor I'll check into? Net worth factor. How much should be my net worth? 250 crores or more. 250 crores or more. As on 31st March of previous year. So when will I see this? In the previous year. So in the current year, today, if my net worth is touching 250 crores and above, will I follow AS in the current year or from the next year? Current year, what will you follow? Accounting standard. So what they're telling is, in this year, if Ind AS has to be applied, means in this year, if Ind AS needs to be applied, previous year 31st March, I have to see the net worth. Got it? Not got it? About this again, I'll discuss in depth in the upcoming session. If this limit exceeds, then Ind AS will be made up. No, it's basically same point is what they're telling. I don't want to confuse you. Let's ignore the note part. So application of that you'll see on the first day of April. So 31st March, if the limit exceeds April, 1st April, you have to start following Ind AS. Is that understood? Not understood? Understood? Not understood? Okay. Now, there is some criteria for borrowing purpose. That is applicable only for big companies and super big companies. Borrowing criteria is not applicable for super big companies. Okay, not okay? Now tell me people, if I have to follow Ind AS, what are the two conditions laid down for the super big companies? First is listing status. If I'm a listed company or I'm in the process of listing, I have to follow Ind AS. Who am I? Other than banking companies, other than insurance company, this is applicable. For banking and insurance companies, what will apply? Accounting standard will apply. Apart from the listed companies, what am I left with? Other, that is unlisted companies and NBFCs. For these people, applied. What is applied? Ind AS is applied only when their net worth is 250 crores or more. I didn't say more than 250 crores. I said 250 crores or more. Ind AS will be applied. Okay, not okay? So for how many conditions? Two conditions. Now comes the third condition. Based on the relationship, I'll decide whether on that company Ind AS is applied or not. Holding or subsidiary company of the above will apply Ind AS. If any of the group companies coming into Ind AS by virtue of above 2 points, the other company also will apply Ind AS. Now, this you wouldn't have understood, so I'm explaining elaborately here. Listen to me very carefully. CA.Prathik Academy Limited, in bracket, listed. CA.Prathik Academy Limited, in bracket, listed. Please tell me, this company will apply what? Ind AS. No problem. No problem. Imagine shareholders funds 20 lakhs, liabilities 10 lakhs, total 30 lakhs. Other assets and investment in FFLA Private Limited. We are investing in FFLA Private Limited 5,10,000. So what is the balance money? From 30 lakh, if I minus 5 lakh 10,000, what is the balance? 30 minus 5 is 25 lakh. 25 lakh minus 10,000 is 24 lakh. 90,000 is in form of other assets, land, building, plant, machinery, debtor, cash back, etc., etc. Any problem? Okay. Now, parallelly, I'm also showing you the balance sheet of FFLA. FFL is private limited. FFL is private limited. FFLA stands for Fortunes Fun Learning Academy. Private limited. Correct? Now here, the share capital consists of 10 lakh rupees. 10 lakh rupees. In that, 5 lakh 10,000 is come from Kalpabridge Academy Limited. From KVA Limited, 5 lakh 10,000 rupees is come. And other people, multiple other people gave 4 lakh 90,000 rupees. So my simple question to all of you, if I ask you, what is Kalpabridge Academy's percentage of holding in FFLA? What will you say? It is, don't say that. You tell me the percentage. It is 51%. How did I get this 51%? Out of 10 lakh rupees worth of capital, 10 lakh is the capital of the private company. In that, how much did we contribute? 5.1 lakh. So into 100, if I do, it is 51% of the capital in FFLA is contributed by KVA. By virtue of that, KVA becomes the holding company. So now KVA will be called as holding company and FFLA is called as subsidiary company. About this, I'll discuss in depth when I do a topic called as consolidation. In consolidation, I'll make you understand what is the definition of holding and subsidiary company. There are multiple points. In that, I'm discussing only one point for your understanding. Got it? Not got it? So when I have more than 50% holding in the other company, when I have more than 50% holding in the investment of capital of the other company, when I have more than 50% investment in the capital of other company, I will be called as holding company. The relation between FFLA and KVA is that of holding and subsidiary. Holding and subsidiary. Okay, not okay. Now, the third point is saying that it is from the point of view of FFLA. They're telling that you are not listed. You are not listed. No need to follow Ind AS. You're not listed. No need to follow Ind AS because private companies cannot be listed. No need to follow Ind AS. Okay. Net worth also, if you see, how much is net worth? Only 10 lakh rupees, which is less than 250 crore. So as per the net worth criteria also, I need not apply Ind AS. But since FFLA is the subsidiary of the holding company on which Ind AS is applicable, since my holding company is applying Ind AS, I also now have to apply Ind AS. Since my parent company is applying Ind AS, if parent is applying Ind AS aptina, even the kids also have to apply Ind AS. Holding company ka another name is parent company. So parent is not my invention. In law, they say that holding company ka another name is parent company. Parent company. So if parent is applying Ind AS aptina, subsidiary, you have no choice. You also have to apply Ind AS. Got it? Not got it? Now come back here. Subsidiary company of the above. Who is subsidiary here? FFLA is the subsidiary of the above. Above who is holding? KVA. So subsidiary company will also apply Ind AS if any of their group company is coming into Ind AS by virtue of above two. So can I say because of KVA being listed in point number 1, they have to apply Ind AS means their subsidiary also have to apply Ind AS. Got it? Not got it? Now, I'm changing the scenario. If this point is clear, can I change the scenario? Next scenario. KVA limited, not private, limited only. Ana unlisted. In bracket, unlisted. Any problem? KVA is unlisted. Look at this balance sheet. Tell me, should KVA follow AS or Ind AS? First point of Ind AS is what? It should be listed. Is KVA listed? No. Second, I'll check net worth. Net worth should be 250 crores or more. Here the net worth is only 20 lakhs. Chiller fellow. So net worth criteria also not satisfied. Not satisfied. So next I have to check what? Holding and subsidiary relationship. This keep it pending. Based on the first 2 points, can I say Ind AS is not applied? So can I put AS here? AS is applied. Okay, not okay. Okay, okay. Now, coming back here. Reserve and surplus. 260 crores. So can I say net worth ka formula is share capital plus reserve and surplus both put together is more than 250 crores. It's 250 crores and more. Correct? Reserve and surplus mattume on the 260 crore addition. With that, if I add 10 lakh, it becomes what? Some chiller amount. Now, please tell me, FFLA, what they should follow. FFLA, first of all, is it listed? No. Is it listed? No. Is it net worth 250 crores or more? Yes. Yes. In that case, FFLA now has to apply Ind AS. FFLA now has to apply Ind AS. Any problem? Can I say the percentage of holding still is same only? So can I say KVS holding company, or you can say parent company, and FFLA is still subsidiary company. Holding and subsidiary relation comes based on the percentage of investment. Got it? Not got it? Now, subsidiaries applying Ind AS. Subsidiaries applying Ind AS. Sunita, tungi demo. Subsidiaries applying Ind AS. Apnina, holding will apply Ind AS. If subsidiaries applying Ind AS means holding company, even though you are not eligible as per the first two criteria, but since your subsidiary company is having the Ind AS applicability, you as a holding company also have to apply Ind AS. Got it? Not got it? Come back and read this point. Holding company of the above. Who's holding company here? KVA is a holding company. Which company is above following Ind AS? FFLA is following Ind AS. So holding company of the above will also apply Ind AS. So if your subsidiary is applying Ind AS, the holding company of such subsidiary also should apply Ind AS. Got it? Not got it? Got it? Online people, no response. Got it? Not got it? Offline people. Got it? Comfortable? Can I move on? So are you clear with the applicability of Ind AS for the super big companies? Who are super big companies? 3 criteria defined. If this is clear, then I'll go to the applicability of AS. Then we'll do questions based on this. Can I start now? Online people, can I start now? Now listen to me very carefully. We will not discuss about big company. Why? Because in your textbook in law, they have defined the applicability of SMC. Small medium companies is called as short and sweetly SMC. For you to be a small company, or for Kalpavriksha or FFLA to be small company, they have given me 5 conditions. How many conditions? 5 conditions. If all the 5 I satisfy aptina, I'm small. If all the 5 conditions, if I satisfy, I'm small. Out of this 5 condition, if any one condition also I'm violating, aptina, either I'm a big company or super big company. So first we have to talk about what are the 5 conditions of SMC. Okay, not okay. For super big company, how many conditions? 3 conditions. All the 3 have to satisfy, or any one if I satisfy also is okay. Any one also if I satisfy, it is okay. That's why I put or. I put here or. Out of 3, any one satisfy, you're a super big company. Ana SMC kapdi kadiyadu. It is all end conditions. End means what? Plus conditions. So 5 conditions mottama ni satisfy panna mattum ni small company. In the 5 condition one condition ni violate pantina, you will become either a big company or super big company. So are you ready for that 5 conditions? Now, companies whose securities are not listed or neither in the process of listing. So I'm talking about which companies? Unlisted companies. Example, unlisted public companies. Because public companies can be listed or unlisted. Private company can never be listed. So I'm talking about unlisted public company or private company or OPC. Got it? Not got it? So my question to all of you, Kalpavriksha Academy Limited. I am not listed. First condition satisfied. Neither I'm into process of listing. Ask me, sir, are you going for listing? Ask me. No, I'm not going for listing. So can I say first condition satisfied? Now we're deciding about KVA Limited. Whether it is small company or big company. First condition satisfied. I am neither listed company nor have the intention for listing. Okay, not okay? Okay. Can I go for second condition? Such company should not be bank, should not be financial institution, should not be insurance company. Ask me, sir, are you a bank? Ask me. No. Ask me, sir, are you a financial institutions? Are you lending money? Ask. No. Ask me, am I providing insurance services? Ask me, am I insurance company? Ask me. No. Voddu means what? இல்ல வேண்டாமா? அப்போ நான் இல்லைன்னு சொல்றது என்ன சொல்றது? என்னடா யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்க? లేదు. Second condition also satisfied. Kalpavriksh Academy Limited is neither a banking company, nor a financial institutions, nor a insurance company. Two conditions satisfied. If three more conditions I satisfy, I become small company. To become small, what to do is what we are discussing. Okay, not okay. Everybody wants to be very fast. Sorry, everybody wants to grow very fast. Want to be big very fast. But we are trying to be small. 5 conditions for being small. Now, third condition. And such company's turnover does not or should not exceed 250 crore. அப்பனா அவங்க turnover எவ்வளவு இருக்கணும்? It can be anywhere from 0 rupees up to 250 crores. Less than or equal to 250 crores on the last day of the previous year. Previous year, ask, what is my turnover? Ask. So previous year, what is the turnover, sir? Ask fast. 15 lakh rupees. He's like, sir, can you tell one more time? I was thinking you will tell 15 crores. அவளெல்லாம் பெரிய ஆள் இல்லம்மா, நம்ம இன்னும் lakhs தான் இருக்கும். 15 lakh rupees is my previous year turnover. Please tell me, third condition, am I satisfied or not? If my company's turnover is anywhere between 0 rupees to 250 crore, apnina I am small company. For me to become big company, my turnover should be more than 250 crore. Now here's a checkpoint. Net worth என்ன சொல்லணும்? 250 crore and above na net worth. 250 crore and above means net worth means super big company. But for you to become a big company here, the turnover should be more than 250 crore. My turnover more than 250 crore. I didn't say 250 crores or more. Only for net worth it is 250 crores or more. Turnover it is more than 250 crores. So Kalpavriksh Academy's turnover more than 250 crore apnina, I'm going to be big companies. I said turnover, I didn't say net worth. I'm talking about turnover. Net worth criteria only for Ind AS, super big companies. For AS companies, big companies, small companies, what is the criteria? Not net worth, it is turnover criteria. Got it, not got it? So my turnover 250 crore. My turnover 250 crores in last year. Who am I? Think and respond. Small company. For me to become big company, it should be more than 250 crores. More than 250 crores. Any problem? Clear at this point? Okay. Third condition also clear. Fourth condition. Borrowing condition. Borrowing means debt. Which debt? Long term or short term? All borrowing. Whether long term or short term. All the borrowings. In my company, borrowing should not exceed 50 crore. So how much should be my borrowing? 0 rupees to 50 crore apnina at any time during the previous year. This is the catch here. I will see turnover at the end of the year. Correct, no? Current year, which year it is? 1 April 26 to 31st March 27. I want to check whether I am a small company or big company. So for that, I have to check turnover of previous year. Which date of turnover will you take? Will you take turnover as on 1st April, 23rd July, 31st October, 31st December or 31st March? Turnover, உன்னோட final turnover எப்போ தெரியும் உனக்கு? Year endல தான் தெரியும். So turnover is always seen at the end of the year. Got it, not got it? 31st March ka turnover you will take it. Got it, not got it? Is there any logic in taking 31st December ka turnover? Tell me, is there any logic? No. So turnover is always seen at the end of the year. Ana, borrowing what they're taking, no. Current year le, wherever you have taken any 1 rupee borrowing, anywhere you have taken borrowing, which is exceeding 50 crores apnina, you are a big company. Kalpavriksh Academy, fourth condition. This is previous year. This is current year. Previous year in between, I took 51 crore ka borrowing. Okay, wow. At the end of the year, my borrowing is 10 crore. Will you see the borrowing at the end of the year or will you see anytime during the year? Anytime during the year, if the borrowing is crossing 50 crore apnina, you are a big company. For me to be a small company, what is the criteria? My borrowing should be 0 crore to 50 crore. 0 to 50 crore. 0 to 50 crore means small company. More than 50 crore, big company. 0 to 50 crore. 0 to 50 crore. Open your mouth and respond. 0 to 50 crore, small company. More than 50 crore, big company. 0 to 250 crore turnover. 0 to 250 crore turnover, small company. More than 250 crore turnover, clear or not clear? Turnover is seen at the end of the year. Borrowing is seen at any time during the year. At any time during the year. Got it, not got it? Clear or not clear? Okay. Now, ask me, sir, what is your borrowing in the last year? Ask. 5 lakh rupees. Who am I? Small company, big company? You will say chiller company, sir. This is. We are talking crores here. You are talking lakhs here. You are a chiller company, sir. Thank you. So, can I say I've satisfied my fourth condition also? So far, 4 conditions satisfied. So far, who am I? Small company. So far, I'm a small company. Super. Now, last condition. A small company is a company which is not the holding or the subsidiary company of a non-SMC or listed company. Language, everything. For me to be a small company, I should not be the holding company or the subsidiary company of non-SMC. Non-SMC means what? Big company. SMC means small, medium company means small. Non-small means what? Big. Listed company means what? Super big. So, Kalpavriksha should neither be holding company or the subsidiary of the big company or super big company. Because if I am either the holding company or the subsidiary of big company aptina, big will apply what? Full AS. Then I also have to apply full AS. I'll tell you what is the difference between big and small. Big up to 9 I'll just tell you shortly. In depth, I'll tell you in some time. Big company will apply all AS compulsorily. All AS they have to apply. Small company, younger brother, poor fellow, no. We can't put too much load on him. We will tell him, you also apply AS, but for you, I'll give some relaxations. I'll give you some relaxations. Some AS don't follow. Some AS don't follow. That is the difference between small company and big company. So big company, big brother, every AS he has to follow. Whatever is applicable, everything he has to follow. Every single minute of the minute point, the big company has to follow. But for the younger brother, small and medium company, we have some relaxations. For example, cash flow statement, big company will prepare. Small company cash flow statement not required. AS3 talks about cash flow statement not required. Purida, that is the difference. Okay, va? So coming back to the main point. Kalpavriksha Academy should not be the holding company or the subsidiary company of big company. Because if I'm the holding company or the subsidiary of the big company, if my big company is applying AS aptina, all AS aptina, then I also have to apply all AS. Got it, not got it? So if I should get some relaxation aptina, then my holding and subsidiary should not be big company, should not be super big company. So any of my holding company or my subsidiary company is applying AS or Ind AS aptina, even I have to apply blindly. Small company to not apply AS aptina, then my holding company and subsidiary both should not be big or super big. It should not be big or super big. It should be what? Small. So if I'm holding a subsidiary of a small company, so my younger brother, elder brother, both are having small company. Aptina, I'm holding a subsidiary of them. I'm also small company. Got it, not got it? Got it, not got it? Fantastic. If the company falls under the above 4 criteria, if the company falls under above 1 to 4 criteria, then it is an SMC with some exemption in AS. However, if such companies either, அதாவது 1 to 4 வரைக்கும் you are small, அப்போனா relaxation வரும். However, if such company, Kalpavriksha Academy, is either a holding or a subsidiary of a non-SMC, means what? Big company, then this company, Kalpavriksha, also becomes big company. So I have to apply all the AS. Purida. Kalpavriksha is holding company. FFLA subsidiary. FFLA order turnover is 300 crores previous year. FFLA's turnover previous year 300 crore. What company FFLA? FFLA is big, not super big. Big company. I'm talking about turnover. I'm talking about turnover. It is big company. FFLA big company. If FFLA is big company, what they have to follow? All AS. Now, Kalpavriksh is holding. How much is turnover? 25 lakhs. Only 25 lakhs. Now tell me. Holding company is small or big? As per first 4 points, small only. Ana inge vandu maatindom. Fifth point le, since I am the holding of a big company, this fellow also has become big by default. Okay, not okay. Point is clear. A lot of people have confusions here. I'm telling you. People, when result came, no. So people from different academies, they came here asking for classes, test batch and all. So when they come and ask me for classes, test batch, அப்படின்னா நம்ம பாய் சும்மா இருக்காது. சரி டெஸ்ட் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம்னு சொல்லிட்டு இந்த பர்டிகுலர் கொஸ்டின் நான் கேட்டேன். நாட் 1% ஆன்சர். சார் இந்த பாயிண்ட் தான் தெளிவா இல்லை சார், அப்படியே ரஷ் அப் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. சரி அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் திஸ் பாயிண்ட் அப்படின்ட்டு. வாட் இஸ் தேர் இன் ரஷிங் அப் வித் திஸ்? Such an easy point. No, any complications here? Imagine if I did not explain you with this clarity, abdina, even you will get confused, because this is a point which requires a clear explanation. If explanation is not clear, confusions will happen. If explanation is not clear, confusion will happen. Purida. And I'm not stopping my explanation here. Apart from this, we are doing so many examples also that will give you more wider clarity. And this is very, very important from the examination point of view. MCQ based question will come from this particular segment. Okay, not okay. Now, and one more point. If such company is either holding or subsidiary of a listed company who is applying Ind AS, then this company also should apply Ind AS. For example, FFLA is listed company. Subsidiary, FFLA subsidiary, listed company. What the listed company will apply? Ind AS. Kalpavriksh, first 4 conditions satisfied. Small company only. But in the 5th condition, Kalpavriksh is the holding of super big company. So now Kalpavriksh should become what? Super big. And what they should apply? Ind AS. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about applicability of AS and Ind AS. I'm talking about big company applicability and super big company applicability. Okay, not okay. So Reliance Limited, example, Reliance Limited is super big company. Reliance Limited, super big company. Axis Bank, big company. KVA, private limited, small company. Got it, not got it. Now, let me come back to the big companies. For you to be small company, how many conditions has to be satisfied? 5. All the 5 should satisfy, or any one we have to satisfy? All the 5 you have to satisfy. If any one is violated, then what happens? If any one violated, what happens? Either you are a big company or super big company. Either you're a big company or super big company. Can we check that out? That also? Now, Kalpavriksh Academy Limited. Kalpavriksh Academy Limited. I'm telling you, it is listed. It is listed. Unlisted na small. Unlisted, not listed means small. I'm listed. First condition is violated. Who am I? Big or super big? Super big. I'm not big. I'm super big. Because listed companies will go directly to super big companies. So if your first condition is violated, if you're listed apnina, super big company. Non-listed means small company, but I have to check the remaining 4 conditions. Got it, not got it? Okay. Next point. I should not be bank. I should not be financial institution. I should not be insurance company. I should not be any of these 3 companies. But imagine I'm a banking company, or I'm a financial institutions, or I'm an insurance company. Then what will you do? Banking company and insurance company, can it go to super big company? Because we have very clearly told that listed banks and listed insurance company are not super big. Upon where will they go? Automatically to big companies. Because banking companies and insurance companies are kicked out of super big company. அவங்க super big ஆகவே முடியாது. And they are also kicked out of from SMCs. Because SMCs, what did they say? Oh, your bank, oh, get lost, no exemption. So bank, FIs, insurance company are kicked out of SMC. So bank and insurance will go where? Super big door also closed. Small car door also closed. Only one door is open, which is what? Big companies. So all the bank, financial institutions, insurance company which are listed or in process of listing, or in the process of listing, they will be called as big companies. They'll be called as big companies. So HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, Kotak Bank, then SBI, all these, Karur Vysya Bank, all this will come where? Big companies by default. Okay, not okay. Which one I'm talking about? Listed and unlisted. Sir, what about unlisted banks? Unlisted insurance company, where will they go? Unlisted, can they become super big? No. Can bank, financial institution and insurance company can be SMC? No. Because second condition says that if you're a bank, if you're a financial institution, or if you're an insurance company, if any one of these three are there, now what will happen? You cannot be SMC. You cannot be SMC. So what will you be automatically? You'll be a big company. You'll be a big company. Got it? Not got it? SPJ Financial Services. SPJ Financial Services Private Limited. Private Limited. Super big company. Am I super big company? No. Am I small company? No. Who am I? Big company. Got it? Not got it? Any problem? Any problem? Okay. SPJ Insurance Company Private Limited. SPJ Insurance Company Private Limited. Unlisted. Can I be super big company? No. Even listed itself is not there. Insurance company listed also is not super big. Up unlisted wrong. So insurance company, banking company, whether listed or unlisted, you can never be super big. And they are also excluded from a small SMC. Where am I left with? Only one place, which is big company. Okay. Third condition. My company's turnover 100 crore. Imagine all the four conditions satisfied. 100 crore is my company's previous year turnover. Who am I? Small company. 150 crore. Oh, online people, open your mouth and respond. Let the mic be mute itself, but ningo why thorn pacing. Only then you'll be active. Correct? No, Lakshana ka no movement. Lakshana's video is freezed. This is a technique. Video freeze பண்ணிட்டு போயிடலாமா இங்க? லக்ஷு இருக்கீங்களா? Online people, Lakshana's video is freezed, no? Okay. Now, my company's turnover 150 crore. Who am I? 200 crore. Small. 250 crore. 250 crore. 261 lakhs. I said 261 lakhs. I didn't say crore. I knew what will you come to. It is 261 lakhs. I said 261 lakhs is how much? 2.6 crores. 2.61 crores. Who am I? Small. 250 crores. 1 rupee. Big company or super big? Big. Super big when the listing status will be seen and net worth will be seen. Okay, wow. Not turnover. Net worth I have not told. Listed, I am not listed. So I'll be directly big company. Big company. Super. Apana, companies whose turnover is more than 250 crore will go directly to the big companies. Will go directly to the big companies. Then my company's debt at any time during previous year 1 crore. Who am I? 1 crore. Small company. 20 crore. 40 crore. Small company. 49 crore. 49.99 crore. 50 crore. 50 crore. 51 lakhs. 51 lakhs. Small company. 50 crore and 1 rupee debt. Then I'm a big company. So companies whose debt is more than 50 crore. 50 crore and 1 rupee. More than 50 crore at any time during previous year, you are a big company. You are a big company. And by chance, if any company is holding a subsidiary of big company, not SMC, big company. So if any company, Kalpavriksh is holding company or subsidiary of a big company. So if my holding and subsidiary big company, then I also have to follow big rules. In a family, everybody have to follow same rule. What rule my elder brother is following, same rule is for me younger brother. What rule my younger brother is following, same rule for me elder brother. Got it, not got it. In one family, two different rules is not allowed. Okay, not okay. If this is clear, can I go forward? Online people, if this is clear, can I go forward? Next comes applicability of AS. For super big companies, you have to apply all Ind AS mandatorily. There is no exemption, no relaxations. Okay, not okay. Okay. If you are a big company, you have to comply with all the 29 AS. In that 6 and 8 is withdrawn. So how much notified AS? At present, 27 notified AS. No exemptions at all. Whatever is mentioned in the AS with regard to recognition, measurement, presentation, disclosure, every single thing you have to follow. No relaxation. Okay, not okay. If you are a small company, then certain exemptions, relaxations is available. Now, let's see what is that. If you're a small company satisfying all the 5 conditions together, you are exempted to follow accounting standard 3, which is cash flow statement. You need not prepare cash flow statement. You need not prepare cash flow statement. You are exempted from preparing segment reporting. AS17 is for segment reporting. No need to comply with the requirements of AS17. AS20 stands for EPS, earning per share. Sure. How do you remember? We don't know anything. Arre donkey fellow, all the 27 A's we are going to do now. Even gradually, eventually, you'll also remember. If you sit and by heart, nothing will go to your head. We are going to deal with 1 AS. 27 A's we are going to deal. So in that chapter, by the time you complete the chapter, will you not remember the name? You will remember. Okay, not okay. So 3, 17, 20 fully exempted. No need to touch that AS also. Sir, how do I remember this, sir? 3 plus 17 is how much? Oh, this is how I remembered. 3 plus 17 is 20. So 3, 17, 20. No need to follow. Completely delete from your memory. Memory means temporary memory. Only for small company. Okay, wow. Okay. Partial exemption. AS15 will tell you that certain disclosure based exemption or this point, that point, this point, that point don't follow. That is called as partial exemption. Means what? AS15 you have to comply. If there are 10 points they'll ask you to comply 7 points. Remaining 3 points, no need to comply. That is called as partial exemption. That is allowed only for AS15. AS15, partial exemption. Full exemption, 3, 17, 20. Okay. Partial exemption, 15. Then comes disclosure based exemption. In AS 19, 28, 29, in these 3 years, there is some disclosure requirement. And the disclosure nee kudka venda. Everything else you follow. Everything else you comply. I will tell you to disclose something. I'll tell to big companies, disclose this. So big companies has to disclose. You small company, do not disclose things. Because disclosure requires a lot of effort. For big companies, that effort is worth it. For small company, chiller fellow you are. What is your turnover? Just 250 crores. Chiller company you are. Net worth illa. Turnover, 250 crores. Small company, chiller company. Why to take so much of stress? So for you, 7, 19, 28, 29. In these 3 years, you have disclosure exemption. Sir, do we need to remember all this? The answer is 1000% yes. You have to remember all of this. Then comes event-based exemption. 21, 23, 27 is nothing but consolidation. Consolidation with subsidiary, consolidation with associate and joint venture. In the event vanda consolidation condition satisfy panna mattu nee follow pannu. Illiya vitru. Okay, not okay. If consolidation condition triggers, then follow 21, 23, 27. It does not trigger, don't follow. Leave it. Okay, not okay. So 21, 23, 27, 25 is called as event-based exemption. If event is triggering apdina, you have to follow the AS. Otherwise, not required. Got it, not got it. Only when you do all this AS with me, you will understand what I'm actually meaning. It will be now as if you're trying to by heart. But when you actually do the AS, what I meant by all of this, you will actually feel it. Since you don't know what is 3, 17, 20, 15, 19, 28, 29, 21, 20, 27, 25, nothing you know. So இதெல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா வேகா இருக்கும். இப்படிதான் இருக்கும். You will get a clarity only when you know what AS we are dealing with. Got it, not got it. Now, for now only I'm telling you. Otherwise I'm against by hearting. For now only I'm asking you to by heart. So how many types of exemptions we have? 4 types of exemption. First is full exemption. Second is partial exemption. Third is disclosure based exemption. Fourth is event based exemption. Which AS full exemption? 3, 17, 20. Event based exemption. 21, 23, 27. 21, 23, 27. 21 odd number. After 21 next odd number 23. After 25 will come. Oh, 25. 25 next odd number 27. Oh my god. 4 odd numbers. Any problem? 21, 23, 25, 27. Event based exemption. Okay, not okay. Partial exemption 15. Only one is there. How do I make this remember? Only one is there. One nave 50. Oh. Disclosure based exemption. Satyama idu eppadi therla enak. 19, 28, 29. I'm still struggling to by heart this. If you have any technique, let me know. Next batch I'll apply. 19, 28, 29. Disclosure based exemption. Okay, not okay. Now, full exemption. I'll make you by heart only, leave here. 3, 17, 20. Okay, next. Partial exemption. Oh, good at by hearting, huh? So far. Huh? Disclosure based exemption. 19. How did you by heart, man? This is very difficult to by heart. 19. Oh, like that. Sorry. 1929. 1929. 28. Genius here. Okay. Event based exemption. Next. 21, 23, 25, 27. Any problem? Bioting over? Am I a good teacher? Only good teacher? Only very good teacher? Excellent. Very good. I'm loving it. Now, let's do some questions. Let's see how much of you properly understood. Answer right one time. Now, Pooja, companies X Limited. X is not that X what you're thinking about. X na pure alphabet X. Don't go to your memory. X nale ayyo ma X and this is normal ABCD ka X. X Limited. Net worth. Anybody's got that problem? X problem, no problem. Everybody's life is sorted. Very good. Net worth 200 crores. Net worth 200 crores. On this company, to apply Ind AS, what are the three conditions? It should be listed or in process of listing. Now listen, one more point I forgot to say. Listed or in process of listing, whether in India or outside India also. India or outside India. Wherever you're planning to list or listed, AS will be applied. Okay, not okay. So, X Limited was listed or in process of listing either in India or outside India. Apnina, Ind AS. Net worth, what I should see? 250 crores, not more than 250 crores and more. Only for turnover it is more than 250 crore for big company. Big company na more than 250 crore. But for net worth, what did I tell you? It is 250 crore and more. 250 crore and more. Up in the net worth in the Ind AS. Okay, wow. Here the turnover, sorry, net worth is only 200 crores. Ind AS will come, not come. Turnover 170 crore. Turnover 170 crore. Turnover 170 crore. What does it look like? So far, small company. So far, small company. Borrowing 60 crore. 50 crore exceeded. Upon a small company, it should be either big company or super big company. Listed company it is. Super big company. So what will apply? Ind AS. X Limited is the listed company and hence Ind AS will be applicable. No need to check the net worth condition. No need to check the net worth condition. Got it, not got it. Now I want to show one thing to all of you. Why I took Ind AS today? Because Ind AS is a final topic. Why I took Ind AS, you'll understand. No, this is there in our syllabus. Because we have roadmap of Ind AS. So it is there. First chapter in the we studied the 500 crore ka turnover net worth limit last chapter. From there I picked up the data. But still I'm telling you why I joined Ind AS ka discussion with this topic. I'll give you the logic. You'll appreciate. Here is non-company. Wait, let me go to companies part. Applicability of accounting standard to companies other than those following Ind AS. Okay, wow. Now, what is the condition? Give a condition. I want to show to all of you something. Yeah, one second. Applicability of accounting standard. Okay. This is for non-company. Non-company I'll discuss next class. Is that a company? ஓகேயா அந்த பாயிண்ட் தூக்கிட்டாங்களா this five condition what I discussed no I'm saying for that do you have the latest textbook any of you latest just எடுத்துட்டு வாங்குங்க இதை பாஸ் பண்ணுங்க இல்ல எடுத்துட்டு வாங்க ஒரே நிமிஷம் தேங்க்யூமா it is given oh, in form of solution they've changed so here also it is not there break விடல I'll just show what was there in the last year I'll just show that last book it is there no that's what I'll take I have it here page number 3.19 here they mentioned in the old book if you see I think somehow they have missed it in the new book criteria for classification of company under companies accounting standard rule 2021 so what are they talking about applicability of AS for companies and non SMCs that is SMC and non SMCs here they're told what is the condition for you to become SMC for you to become SMC apdina five condition has to be satisfied one the companies whose equity or debt security is not listed or not in the process of listing in any stock exchange whether in India or outside India which means what you should be unlisted company second you should not be bank not be financial institution not be insurance company second third your turnover should not exceed 250 crores it should be 0 to 250 crores you should not exceed 250 crores if you're exceeding 250 crore apdina big company last one your borrowing should not be in excess of 50 crore at any time during the previous year and you should not be the holding company or the subsidiary company of the non-SMC if all these five conditions satisfied apdina you are a small company now how have they defined non-SMC na big company companies not falling within the definition of SMC are considered non-SMC which means if any company which is not following the above five condition apdina you are a non-SMC now here look at my checkpoint company whose security is not listed in a small company listed apdina will it become SMC look at the language companies not falling within the definition of SMC are considered non-SMC enna big so if you are not coming under small apdina where will you come under big listed company big la varuma will come in super big so there's a flaw in this particular that is previous edition in this language when they define no what is not SMC there's a problem புரியுதா அதுக்காக தான் நான் Ind AS எடுத்தேன் the reason why I took Ind AS is because you should know that listed companies to what applies Ind AS applies I tell you so many people they do not study this இது ஆக்சுவலி இருக்கு இது எப்படி இருக்குன்னு தெரியுமா சாப்டர் 1ல they have the implement roadmap or the implementation of Ind AS phase wise implementation that they've given Anna, explicitly this is not given. From there, I picked this up and I'm showing in comparison. But generally, people study this separate and this separate. This is discussed elaborately in CA final because CA final is full of Ind AS. But had I not taught you the super big company information, what will you think? So small company, adadu Kalpavriksha Academy, if I am listed appadina, I will not be small company. So automatically, what will I be? You will think, you know, if a super big solli kurthen solli super big theriyudilla. If I did not touch even this point appadina, you would have declared it as big company. Now you understood why I took this point. Clap for me. Amma. Now any question, let them frame in any manner. You will be able to comfortably answer. Got it, not got it. இதே எக்ஸாம்பிள் நீங்க எடுங்க. இப்போ இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் படிச்சல்ல. Had I not told anything about listed company being Ind AS அப்படின்னா, what would have declared? You would have declared this as big company முடிவு பண்ணிருப்பீங்க. புரியுதா? Since I put a mind, so since I put a concept in your head that listed நாலே super big அப்படின்னா, now you're able to tell, oh yeah, this is super big company. Ind AS is applicable அப்படிங்கிறது உங்களுக்கு என்ன ஆகுது? ஸ்ட்ரைக் ஆகுது. இல்ல ஸ்ட்ரைக் ஆயிருக்காது. புரியுதா? Understood why this much time is spent on this. Very good. Now example 2. படிக்குறா. Why limited company? Limited company na listed unlisted. We don't know. The question should tell us. Limited company is public limited. It can be listed, it can be unlisted also. We have to wait. Net worth 150 crores. 250 crore and above appadina super big company. Idu kadiyadu. So it's not super big company. Turnover 50 crore. For me to be big company appadina, my turnover should be more than 250 crore. Inga turnover, if it is between 0 crore to 250 crore appadina, small company. Borrowing 0 to 50 crore na small company. Ana why limited is unlisted. Why limited is unlisted. Unlisted nale small company, but he is also subsidiary of X limited. X limited is following what? Ind AS. It is super big company. If elder brother is following one rule appadina, younger brother வேற rule கிடையாது. Younger brother also should follow same rule. Which rule? Ind AS rule. Got it, not got it. So X limited was listed company to which Ind AS was applied earlier. Since Y limited is the subsidiary of X limited, Ind AS will be applicable on Y limited as well. No need to check net worth, no need to check turnover, no need to check borrowing. எதுவுமே check பண்ண தேவையில்ல. If you are holding a subsidiary of super big company appadina, you also will become super big. If you are holding a subsidiary of big appadina, you will also become big. Got it, not got it. Same question, one small change. Imagine X limited is big company. Okay, wow. Same question. Y limited 150 crore. Net worth not crossing. Small company. Turnover not crossing. Small company. Borrowing not crossing. Small company. Y is also unlisted. Small company. But Y limited is subsidiary of X limited. And X limited is big company. Now elder brother is following big company rules. Younger brother will follow again big company rules only. So condition பார்க்கும்போது எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இது வரைக்கும் small company condition only. But the moment it became the holding or the subsidiary of the big company, then this also will automatically become big company. Got it, not got it? Super. Now Axis Bank Limited. Axis Bank Limited. Axis Bank. எதுவுமே பார்க்க தேவையில்லை. Banking companies, insurance company are kicked out of two places. Super big also kicked, small also kicked. In both S's they are kicked. Super big stands for S. S means super big. S means small. In both S they are kicked out. So where will they go? Only big company. So will I look into turnover, net worth more than, that is 250 crore and more. Net worth 250 crore and more. Turnover more than 250 crore. Borrowing more than 50 crore. In all possibility this is big company. இது வச்சு முடிவு பண்ணனா, லிஸ்டட் வச்சு முடிவு பண்ணனா கிடையாது. நீ பேங்க் சொன்னாவே it is big company. Axis Bank Limited is a listed company and hence AS will be applied on the bank subject to further compliance to be done under banking regulations. Ind AS is not applicable to listed or unlisted bank. Forget Ind AS. Small also is not applicable. So super big company also it is nahi, small company also it is nahi. So what is there? Only big companies. Okay, not okay. Again Axis Bank Limited. See net worth now reduced. 7 crore net worth. Turnover also reduced 10 crore. Debt also 5 crore. listed company, small company. Tell. For bank, nothing you have to see. Bank means by default it is big company. SPJ Bank Limited. SPJ Bank Limited. Turnover, sorry, net worth 250 crores or more, less than 250 crores. Turnover less than 250 crores. Debt less than 50 crores. Unlisted also I am. Therefore, I am small company. Tell. Bank itself means big company. SPJ Bank Limited is unlisted company, and also their turnover and deposits are within the limit of SMC. But still, we cannot classify them as SMC because all bank and insurance company by default are non-SMC. Non-SMC means what? Big company, and hence AS is applied on bank to further compliances to be done under banking regulations. So AS apply ago. But before that, you have to follow the regulations given by RBI. So RBI regulation first, then comes AS. So Ind AS is not applicable for listed and unlisted banks. Got it? Not got it? A Limited, public company or private company? Public company. Net worth is not given. Leave it. Because you will not get Ind AS based questions in exam. Appdi nee nanipinga. Ana varla. Now, that roadmap of Ind AS is there, no? Roadmap of Ind AS. It is past. What happened in 2015, 16, 17? What is the limit? So what we thought was, who will ask history and all? What is applicable now? That only ICI should check. Appni naniping hai. In one of the FR attempt paper, FRS final, financial reporting, they asked a roadmap of Ind AS. Nobody would have studied and gone. Who will ask question about 2015, 16, 17? I always tell people, ICI is like, judge me and I'll prove you wrong. They can ask you anything which is there in your textbook. If something is there in textbook, apna, you have to learn it. You don't run away from it. So if you think that, no, Ind AS question should come only in final, apna, AAP is waiting for you in intermediate. You will get question from Ind AS. Do not run. Every single point what is given in textbook will shout and tell, I can be asked in exam. Don't leave me and go. Study me and go. Now, second column is which column? Turnover column. Turnover is 500 crore. 500 crore. 500 crore we learned in days. 2015, 500 crore. That is net worth. This is turnover. Turnover 0 crore to 250 crore. Small company. More than 250 crore. Big company. Should I see anything else? No. But just for consideration, let me check debt also. 0 to 50 crore. Small company. More than 50 crore. Big company. Unlisted company na small company. Unlisted na small only. Unlisted means small only. But since the criteria 3 and criteria 4 is not satisfied, then I will be called as big company. For you to be small company, all the 5 criteria should be satisfied. One satisfied alone is not sufficient. All the 5 should be satisfied. Even if one is not satisfied, you are a big company. In the rent condition not satisfied. Turnover also crossed. Debt also crossed. 2 conditions violated. Automatically you are a big company. So A Limited will be classified. A Limited will be classified as non-SMC. Non-SMC means big company. In your exam, will you read big company and come? Big company, super big company, our language. Avan paathiya, ondra. Ang exam lo, oh, and I know. You cannot use right big company, super big company. You have to write SMC, non-SMC. Avalana. In the beginning itself, I clarified. This 3 classification is my classification, my language. Don't write my language and come there. A Limited will be classified non-SMC, big company, since their turnover is more than 250 crore and borrowing is more than 50 crore. And hence all AS will be applied with no exemptions. No exemptions. Donkey fellow, 1% left the meeting. Who is that? I have to check. Anyways. Can I AC on irukanga? What is the temperature? 20. Still I'm feeling very hot. This is 18. Tell ma'am and convert this into 210 AC, 210 AC, one more AC this side. Good. Ooty mari feeling one more. B Limited. B Limited. Turnover. Illa. Telugulo what do you say? Ledu. Turnover ledu. Net worth. Oh my God. Sorry. She's very clear. Where I make mistake, no, she'll catch hold of me. Sorry, my dear. It is net worth. Net worth ledu. Network nahi. Net worth ledu. Turnover 200 crores. Limit crossed. What is the limit? 0 to 250 crore. Small company. Small company. Borrowing is 40 crore at the end of the year. Small company. 0 to 50 crore. Small company. It had 50 crore borrowing on 31st March 23 previous year, or on 1/4/23 or 1/1/24. Sherry. Okay, let's do this one by one. Previous year, current year. What is current year ending? Current year ending 31st March 24. Beginning 1/4/23. 31/3/23. ஏன் சிரிக்கிறீங்க? 1/4/22. ஓகேவா? So 1/4/22 should come. சரி, இந்த டேட்டை மாத்தி கொடுத்துறேன். What I'm telling is this is current year. Current year, what is applicable, you have to see. Okay, for that, what will you see? Borrowing of previous year. Which date? Anytime during the previous year. So either on 1/4/22 or on 23rd July 22. Why to 23rd July specifically? My birthday. Will you forget this? மறந்து மட்டும் பாருங்க, அப்ப நானும் பார்க்கிறேன். 31st December or 31/23. On any days you take, my borrowing was 50 crore. End of the year 40 crore. Okay, borrowing is 40 crore. But anywhere in the middle it is 50 crore. Now tell me. Small or big? 50 crore, yeah. 0 to 50 crore, small only. To be big company, the borrowing should be more than 50 crore. More than 50 crore. So it had 50 crore borrowing. 0 to 50 crore, still small company only at any time during the previous year. 3 conditions satisfied. What is the first condition? I should not be listed. I should be unlisted. Nothing mentioned. So can I assume I'm unlisted? So I'm assuming it is unlisted. Anywhere have they told that B Limited is holding and subsidiary of a big company? No. So I'm assuming that B Limited is not the holding company or the subsidiary company of the big company. So all 5 conditions satisfied. Who am I? Small company. Since turnover is not more than 50 crore and also borrowing is not exceeding 50 crore at any time during previous year, therefore B Limited will be classified as SMC, small company, and hence AS will be applied, but not full, with applicable exemption. Applicable exemption. Here one more point we have to mention, that we presume that the other 3 conditions are satisfied, which is being unlisted, I'm not bank, not financial institution, not insurance company. Third, we are not the subsidiary or the holding company of the non-SMC. Non-SMC. All the 5 conditions satisfied. Now I am a small company. Okay. Now C Limited. C Limited. Net worth not there. Turnover 200 crore. 0 to 250 crore, small company. Borrowing at the end of the year 31st March 24. 31st March 24 up till now they're talking about the previous year only. 31/3/24 previous year. This is current year. 40 crore. Okay, wow. At any time during the previous year. But it had 50.1 crore borrowing somewhere in the middle of the year. Somewhere here or here. Somewhere it was having more than 50 crore borrowing. 50.1 crore borrowing. At any time during the previous year, if the borrowing is more than 50 crore, more than 50 crore, who am I? Big company, big company. Now what should I follow? All AS without any exemption. Turnover is not more than 50 crore, but borrowing is exceeding 50 crore at any time during the previous year. Hence, C Limited will be classified as non-SMC. Therefore, all AS will apply with no exemption. Okay, not okay. No, they're not talking about the preceding to preceding year. They're talking about the immediately preceding accounting year. I'm so sorry. Here, what did I tell you? Anywhere in the previous to previous year. I should check only the previous year, not to previous year. Okay, wow. Immediately preceding previous year. So in the current year, whether I'm small company or big company, if I have to check up till now, I should check the immediately preceding previous year ka borrowing. So at any time during the previous year, not just end, not just beginning, at any time from 1 April to 31st March, previous year, anywhere, If my borrowing is more than 50 crore, who am I? Big company. So it is immediately preceding previous year. I'll just change the language here also. At any time during the immediately preceding previous year. Is this okay now? Previous year, preceding previous year. Previous year means what is the language that they have used? Preceding accounting year they've used. Okay, sorry. We'll do accounting year. Right. Now, okay. Borrowing includes public deposits. So any kind of borrowing, public deposits. One more point I forgot to say. No, I would have said it here anyways. I've given note here. Turnover mentioned above is always considering net sales. Means sales minus sales return. So whenever I take turnover, I will take revenue from operation. Revenue from operation means what? Excluding sales return. In that, what am I not supposed to include? Exclude other income. Other income should not be a part of a turnover. So basically here we're talking about turnover means revenue from operation. All of you have done schedule 3. You know how to calculate our revenue from operation? That is turnover. That is turnover. Got it? Not got it? Okay. Borrowing includes both long term and short term. Borrowing includes both long term and short term. Third point, keep it pending. I'll discuss after the sums are over. Samosa, sums. Who said samosa? Now, FFLA Private Limited. FFLA Private Limited. Net worth not given. 260 lakhs. 260. 260 we should focus. Or should we focus on 260 crores? What will you focus? What will you focus on? 260 crores. Crores we have to focus on. Here they scammed with you. They said 260 lakhs is the turnover. 260 lakhs in crores is how much? 2.6 crores. So any turnover between 1 rupee to 250 crores, it is small company. Borrowing exceeded 50. Exceeded 50 it is. Exceeding 50 crores. Here it is 52 lakhs. 52 lakh is 0.52 crores. 0.52 crores. So 1 rupee to 50 crores cooler nichna small company. Okay, not okay. Borrowing during the year was 52 lakhs. Any problem? Which was repaid at the end of the year. Borrowing is not there. Doesn't matter. Borrowing you will see at any point of the previous accounting year. Previous accounting year. Got it? Not got it. So now, first condition is FFLA unlisted company or listed company. Private nale unlisted. So first condition satisfied. Second condition, FFLA should neither be bank nor financial institution nor insurance company, which is not, because FFLA is into coaching, teaching. So it is not into banking. Third condition, turnover is less than 250 crores, less than 250 crores. Debt is less than 50 crores. And nowhere they have mentioned that FFLA is the holding and the subsidiary of the big company. So it is small company only. Got it, not got it. Since all the 5 conditions satisfied, FFLA is small company. FFLA is neither listed public company, nor banking, insurance, financial institution, nor turnover exceeding 250 crores, nor borrowing is more than 50 crore at any time during previous year. Neither it is holding and subsidiary of big company, nor it is holding and subsidiary of a super big company. Since all conditions satisfied, it is a small company. It is a small company. Okay, not okay. Hence, FFLA Private Limited is SMC and AS is applied with applicable exemptions. KVA Limited. Net worth not given. Leave it. Turnover 70 crore. Small company. Borrowing in the previous accounting year. Some date is 70 crore, 100 crore, 60 crore, 10 crore, 5 crore. In the moon date, we are already exceeding 50 crore. On 1 April 23 or 31 July 23 or 30 September 23, any of these 3 dates, we are exceeding 50 crores. So we are big company. Will we see unlisted status? No. If any one condition violated, Abdina, you are a big company. Turnover is not more than 250 crore, but borrowing is exceeding 50 crore at various points of the time during the previous accounting year. Hence, KVA Limited will be classified as non-SMC, big company. Therefore, all ASB applied without any exemptions. Without any exemptions. Okay, not okay. Now, KVA Limited, net worth, leave it. Online people, are you all with me? 2 people left also. 70 crore, less than 250 crore. अपने वाला अच्छे, small company. Borrowing 7 crore, 50 crore, 6 crore, 10 crore, 5 crore. 31 July 23 violated, sir. Not violated. Violation is what? More than 50 crore. Exact 50 crore, na? No problem. So none of these days we have exceeded 50 crores. Hence it is small company here also. Status is unlisted. Small company. So KVA is neither bank nor financial institution nor insurance. Okay, wow. KVA is neither holding or the subsidiary of a big company or a super big company. Since all 5 conditions satisfied, here KVA Limited is small company. Hence KVA Limited is small company where AS is applied with exemptions. Okay, not okay. Now, KVA Limited, net worth, leave it. 250 crores turnover. 250 crores. 250 crores. 0 to 250 crores is small company. To become big company, my turnover should be more than 250 crore. Okay. Borrowing more than 50 crore. Irka. No borrowing is more than 50 crore. So it is small company. Unlisted. Small company. 2 more conditions you have to check. Which is that? KVA is neither bank nor financial institution nor insurance company. Is KVA holding a subsidiary of big company and super big company? No. So KVA becomes a small company. Small company. And KVA Limited is small company. AS is applied with applicable exemptions. Last question of this question. Then 2 more questions we have. KVA Limited. Net worth not given. Turnover 251 crore. Turnover crossed 250 crore. It becomes big company. Will I see anything else? No. So it is big company, non-SMC. Hence, KVA is classified as non-SMC, big company. Therefore, all AS is applied with no exemptions. How is your confidence level? High, super high, or super duper high? No, confidence is not there. 5 example illa, 10 example படிக்க வைப்பேன் இதே மாதிரி. The confidence is not high or super duper high அப்படினா 10 examples I'll not leave also. I can sit and frame multiple questions. பார்க்கலாமா? இது என்னோட frame questions தான். I mean, here and there I take it, copy pasted from, but still, I can do like this many questions, no? Confident, super confident, super duper confidence. Oh, now answer is coming. Okay. Then in that case, I'll take example 2, 3, oh, 4 also is there. Cherry, super. Example 2. KVA Limited, unlisted company whose share capital was rupees 100 crore, reserve and surplus 300 crore as on 31st March 24. Its sale during the year 2024 was 400 crore. Some mistake in the question? Net worth will take in the previous year, no? Turn also previous year, huh? Okay, correct only. Previous year net worth. How much is net worth of previous year? Capital is 100 crore. Reserve and surplus 300 crore. How much is net worth? 400 crores. Previous year. Okay, wow. Sale means turnover. Turnover at the end of the previous year accounting year is 400 crores. Identify the application of the standard. Rendavathu, it is unlisted. Further, KVA Limited has subsidiary company called FFL Limited. And what will be the application of the standards on FFLA? Okay, wow. Question is clear. So all this information is given about KVA. KVA is unlisted company. KVA's net worth is given. KVA's turnover is given. Also, KVA's got one subsidiary called as FFLA. So on KVA and FFLA, what will you apply? Check whether the company, first step, check whether KVA is company or a non-company. Is KVA company or non-company? They say it is limited. Limited aptina KVA it is a company. Because in next class we are going to discuss about the applicability of AS for non-company. So here KVA is company. Okay. Step 2. Check the conditions laid down in Companies Ind AS Rule 2015. In that, how many conditions are given? 3 conditions. One condition is about listed company or in the process of listing in India or outside India. Next, net worth condition 250 crores or more. Second, you are a holding company or the subsidiary company of a super big company. Is the condition. Then check the conditions laid down in Companies Accounting Standard Rule 2021. For you to become SMC small, how many conditions are there? 5 conditions. So that condition you have to check. Got it, not got it. So first I'm applying Ind AS ka condition. Net worth, okay, first of all, is KVA listed company? No. So KVA is not listed. KVA is not listed company. Okay. Is KVA's net worth 250 crores or more? Yes, because net worth is 400 crore. By default, KVA has become a super big company. On super big company, what is applicable? Online people open your mouth and respond. What is applicable? Ind AS is applicable. Step 3. Check the application of Ind AS as per rule. Check whether net worth is more than or equal to 50 crores. So here it is more than 250 crores. Since net worth is more than 250 crores, KVA Limited will apply Ind AS from 1 April 24 current year onwards. From current year onwards, they'll apply Ind AS. So they have all the information about the previous year. This is about previous year 23, 24, 31st March 24. Current year begins with 1/4/24. So in financial year 24-25, what will they follow? Ind AS they will follow. Got it, not got it? I'm coming to that. I'll discuss next class. I'll tell you what that has to be done. Since FFLA is a subsidiary, now let's take about FFLA. Since FFLA is the subsidiary of a super big company, so FFLA also has to become a super big company and also apply Ind AS. In case in subsequent year, if net worth falls down to 100 crore, still the said company has to follow Ind AS only, because once you apply Ind AS, you can never go back to AS. This is one new rule. Once you are becoming a super big company, Ind AS is applied apnina, you can never ever go back to AS. Which means once you became a super big company, you can never become a big company or small company ever. Even though your turnover is less, net worth is less, even though you're becoming unlisted, in and out of, you can't go back. Okay, not okay. Let's say KVA was listed and they applied Ind AS, and in subsequent year, KVA company became unlisted. Still they have to apply Ind AS. Got it, not got it? Clear or not clear? Clear. Now, example 3. With this we'll wind up because 4 is not to be done today. 4 is a different concept which I'll explain in the next class. Example 3 we're done for today. KVA P Limited stands for what? Private Limited is a company whose borrowing during the year 2024 was 52 lakhs. 52 lakh means how much? 0.52 crore. 0.52 crore. Don't get confused with the word 52. See whether it is 52 crore or 52 lakhs. It is 52 lakhs means 0.52 crore. 0.52 crore. It repaid its borrowing on 31st March 24. So borrowing 11. Its turnover was 260 lakh during the year. 260 lakh. So it is crossing 250. It's crossing 250. 250 is what? Crore. Here it is 260 lakhs. How much in crores? 2.60 crores. The SR stands for senior. Finance manager of the company classified this company as non-SMC. Non-SMC means what? Big company. So this manager is telling that, finance manager is telling that it is a big company and all the AS has to be applicable from 1 April 24 onwards. That is in the financial year 24-25, all AS has to be applied. Is the contention of the senior finance manager correct? Is he correct? Not correct. Now how do you write this in exam income? As per Companies Accounting Standard Rule 2021, whenever any company qualifies for all the conditions, they'll be called as SMC. If all the 5 conditions qualified apnina, SMC. So we write down the provision. An SMC company shall be a company whose securities, whether equity or debt, are unlisted. For you to be small, you should be unlisted. Plus, and don't write plus income. Plus is only our language. It should be and, which is not a bank, not a financial institution, not an insurance company. Up then you are small. And whose turnover is not Note alert. Not more than 250 crores in the previous accounting year. And whose debt is not more than 50 crores at any time during the previous accounting year. And this company should not be holding company or the subsidiary company of a big company and super big company. If all these 5 conditions are satisfied, apni you are a small company. Got it? Not got it? Now, this is provision. Now write the fact. In the given case, this is how you write in law also, no? In the given case, the turnover of the company is 260 lakh, which is 2.6 crore. Borrowing is 52 lakh, which is 0.52 crore. KVA is a private limited company. Neither listed nor bank or finance insurance company, turnover not more than 250 crore, borrowing not more than 50 crore. It is neither the holding and subsidiary of big company and super big company. So what is your conclusion? Therefore, the contention of the senior finance manager is incorrect. And KVA is not a non-SMC, rather it is a SMC. Hence, all the AS need not be made applicable. So it is entitled for following exemption. Full exemption 13, 17, 20. Sorry, 3, 17, 20. Partial exemption 15. Disclosure 19, 28, 29. Event or special based exemption is 21, 23, 25, 27. If you get this as a descriptive question for 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, this is how you write in come. 2 mark idu konja jaasti. This is good for 4 mark question. 2 mark question na konja concise panni eludano. Maybe you can just write facts and conclusion income. No need to give the provision. If it's coming for 4 mark appadina, then provision, facts and conclusion is required. Okay, not okay. With this, I'm having 2 small concepts pending with regard to companies. Adu mudichalla. But looking at you, I understood that you're not having the strength to take it forward. So I'll put an end here. So next class, maybe we'll spend a couple of minutes about these 2 points. Once we are done, we'll go with the not sums idama. We'll go to applicability of AS on non-corporates. Okay, not okay. So next class, we will be done with this chapter. Right? Chalo. So guys, that's all from my side for this session. I'll see you on the next class, which is on Tuesday, 5:15 p.m. sharp. Until then, bye-bye. See you. Take care.